Eureka, Grade 2, Module 3, Lesson 20. Model 1 more and 1 less, 10 more and 10 less, and 100 more and 100 less when changing the hundreds place. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. You are just in time. I have modeled 50 on my place value chart. I want to model 59. I'm going to count by ones from 50 to 59. Count along with me as I add place value discs. Here we go. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Great counting. I do have a question for you. Do you know what number is one more than 59? 60. Let's check it out. 59, 60. You were right. One more than 59 is 60. Now, I can see that I have 10 ones. Do you remember what we can do when we have a group of 10 ones? We can trade it for one of the next largest unit, which is a 10. Let's trade 10 ones for one group of 10, 60. 60 is one more than 59. 59 is one less than 60. It's amazing how we can add and subtract numbers to make new numbers. Good counting. We're at 60. Let's count by tens now until we get to 90. Skip count by 10 with me, starting at 60. 60, 70, 80, 90. We made it. Time for another question. Do you know what number is 10 more than 90? 100, you say? Let's check and see. 90, 100. You were correct. 10 more than 90 is 100. 100 is 10 more than 90. Okay, now I have 10 groups of 10. What can I do when I have 10 groups of 10? You remembered. Trade it for one of the next largest unit, which is 100. We've made it to 100. Let's not stop. We're doing great. Let's skip count by hundreds to 600, starting at 100. Count out loud with me. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. You know what that means. Time for another question. Do you know what number is 100 less than 600? Look at my place value chart if you're uncertain. Picture taking away one of our 100 place value discs. What would be left? 500? Let's check it out. Away with it. You're right. 500. 500 is 100 less than 600. 100 less than 600 is 500. You're good at this. Now I have a really tricky question for you. I have 500. How can we show 10 less than 500? This does seem challenging. I have 5 groups of 100. I don't have any 10s place value discs or 1 place value discs. How can we show 10 less than 500? Well, we did trade 10 tens for 100. So do you think we could trade this 100 place value disc for 10 groups of 10? You do? I think you're right. Let's trade out one of our 100 place value discs for 10 tens. Now, I want to remind you we still have the same value. We're still modeling 500. 100, 200, 300, 400, 10 groups of 10, 500. Now can we show 10 less? Yes, we can. Cross out one of those 10s and say goodbye. This is 10 less than 500. 490. 490 is 10 less than 500. 100. Well, let's go back to 500 for a minute. We're going to add some ones. 501, 502, 503. I still want to show 10 less. Will I be able to show 10 less than 503? You're right, I can. We're going to do it in a similar way. Remember, we can take one of our hundreds place value discs and trade it for 10 tens. 10 groups of 10 is equal or equivalent to one group of 100. We still have the same value represented on our place value chart, 503. 400, 503, 503. Now we can show 10 less. Take away one group of 10, and we have 493. That means 493 is 10 less than 503. Whew, you're good at this. Let's review. What was 10 less than 503? 493. You're right. Let's read this math statement together. 10 less than 503 is 493. Trading that 100 for 10 groups of 10 really helped us to solve that. Let's review some more. What's 10 less than 500? Do you remember? You got it. 10 less than 500 is 490. Read that with me. 10 less than 500 is 490. What is 10 more than 493? We're going to add back our group of 10. So what is 10 more than 493? Picture in your mind another group of 10. 503. You're right. 10 more than 493 is 503. What is 10 more than 490? 500. Read it with me. 10 more than 490 is 500. Whew, you've been working so hard, I think it's game time. This game is called Name My Count. I'm going to show more or less than 1, 10, or 100. You're going to try and decide if I'm adding one more, if I'm taking away one to make it one less, adding 10 more, taking away 10 to make it 10 less, adding 100 more, or taking away 100 to make it 100 less. Watch closely. I have the number 530. Now I have 540. Now I have 550. Can you tell which count I am using? Am I adding one more, taking away for one less, adding 10 more, taking away 10 for 10 less, adding 100 more, or taking away 100? What do you think? If you said 10 more, you're correct. I went from 130 to 140 to 150. I was adding 10 each time. Let's try another one. Here I have 715. Watch as I add some more place value discs. 715, 705, 695. Can you tell what I'm doing? What do you think? Am I adding one more? One less? 10 more? 10 less? 100? I started at 715. 705. 695. 685. If you said 10 less, you're correct. Each time I was taking away a group of 10. Woo, you're good at this game. Let's keep going. Here I have 462. Watch closely. 462, 461, 460, 459, 458. Can you name my count? If you said one less, you're correct. Each time I was taking away one to get a number that was one less than the previous number. 423. Watch closely. 423, 523, 623, 723. Can you name my count? If you said 100 more, you're correct. Each time I added 100 more. Okay, on your to-do list today was to watch today's math video. Check! You did it. I'm proud of you. Good work. Now, you get to head back to Seesaw so that you can practice adding 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, 10 less, 100 more, and 100 less. See you tomorrow.